Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and today we're going to wrap up our Breaking Up the Bakery project. Today I'm going to go over the answers for the last 2 pages to make sure you have all the correct answers. So, the last 2 pages are splitting the snacks and the robot takeover. Let's first do splitting the snacks. In this problem here, it says 3/4 of the 24 pies at the bakery are pumpkin pies. How many are pumpkin pies? Well, 3/4 times 24 over 1. You should have that written down. And then when you simplify it, 4 divides 4 once. 4 divides 24 6 times. 3 times 6 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. And the answer, 18 pumpkin pies. Are there any questions on that? All right, let's go on to the cookie problem. 2/9 of the 18 people in the bakery are eating cookies. How many people are eating cookies? 2/9 times 18 over 1. I'm going to simplify before I multiply. 9 divides 9 once. 9 divides 18 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. So the answer, 4 people are eating cookies. Any questions? If I'm going too fast, you can pause this video and get caught up. You have to show your work. You cannot just write down the answers to these problems. The next problem. 1/5 of the 25 people in the bakery made a pre-order. How many people did not make a pre-order? Well, kids, if 1/5 did, what fraction did not? What's the complement to 1/5? 4/5, that's right. So 4/5 is the complement to 1/5, and 4/5 is the fraction that did not pre-order. So 4/5 times 25 over 1. Simplify before I multiply. 5 divides 5 once. 5 divides 25 5 times. You'll end up with 20 over 1, which means 20 people. Any questions? Yes?
Wasn't that kind of like mental math? It's like 5 is a multiple, or 25 is a multiple of 5?
It could be a mental math problem, yes. I could see where if you're a strong math student, you could do that one in your
I
head.
did 1/5 and I times 5, which is 5/25, and then I subtracted 5
From it.
25, and that's fine.
I could see good use of your mental math skills. There are 16 friends sharing 4 cupcakes. If they divide the cupcakes evenly so that they each get 4 pieces of a cupcake, how many pieces do they need to cut each cupcake into? Well, 16 friends sharing 4 cupcakes gets 4 pieces. Well, it'll be 16. 16 cupcakes. 16 friends share 4 cupcakes. So you have to, cut each one. That's a lot of pieces to cut a little cupcake into on that. But the answer is 16. Each cupcake.
Yeah, so it should be 4 because if you cut the 4 cupcakes into 4, then 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah, you gotta cut each one individually.
Okay.
Each one.
All right, kids. I guess they're assuming that these cupcakes are each different flavors. They want a piece of each cupcake. So you want 4 pieces. I'm assuming 1 piece from this cupcake, 1 piece from that one, and 1 piece from that one, and 1 piece from that one. So 4 pieces. You're going to have to cut the cupcakes into 16 pieces. So you can get 1 piece from that one, 1 piece from this one, 1 piece from this one, and 1 piece from that one. That one's a little confusing. Discussion later. We are videotaping this. We can go back and talk about it later, but let's go on. Sophia bought a large cake and cut it. I am not on pause, so let's focus. Sophia bought a large cake and cut it into 15 slices for her birthday. Her friends ate 2/3 of the cake. How many pieces of the cake were left? Well, 15 fifteenths minus 2/3. So that'll be 15 fifteenths minus 10 fifteenths. So she has 5 fifteenths or 5 pieces. It wants to know how many pieces are left. 5 pieces are left. Mary and her dad shared 1 dozen brownies. 2/6 of them have nuts. Now a dozen is 12, which Dad doesn't eat. How many brownies did Dad not eat because they had nuts? 2/6 times 12. Simplify before you multiply. And the answer is 4 brownies. I'm going to have to invite someone to go out in the hallway because I am tired of hearing your sounds on my recording. And you know who you are. Yes. 3/4 of the batch of 20 cookies. Finish this. 3/4 of the batch of 20 cookies burned when they forgot to take them out of the oven. How many cookies burned? Well, 3/4 of 20, 15. 15 cookies got burnt. Grandma slices the apple pie into 10 pieces. She eats 1/5 of the pie. How many slices does she eat? Well, you have 10 over 10 is the whole pie. Minus 1/5. You have to find a common denominator. 10/10 minus 2/10 equals 8/10. So 1/5 is 2/10. The answer is just she ate 2/10 of the pie. How many slices? Oh, she ate 2 slices. Okay, let's go to the other page. And we are going to do the robot takeover. So let's get the answers to these problems. For a large batch of cupcakes, the robots use 1/5 of a gallon of milk. They pour it into the 2 separate measuring cups, each the same size. How much milk goes into each measuring cup? Well, you're going to have 1/10 because 1/10 plus 1/10 equals 2/10, and that's 1/5. Or another way of doing it, 1/5 times 1/2 gives you the answer 1/10. So there are 2 ways of doing it. Some of you might have done it that way. On the next problem, on the robot's first day, they accidentally tripled the size of a normal cake. By the end of the day, there was still 3/4 of the cake left. The staff split it among all 6 workers. How much did each person get? Well, 3/4 times 6 Oh, wait, I didn't do, it's 3/4, I said times 1/6, but I put 6 over 1. You get 3 over 24, which equals 1/8. 1/8 is the answer to that problem. The robots are powered on coffee alone. They use 2 bags of coffee each day. How long will 1/4 of a bag of coffee last? Well, there are 24 hours in a day, or you could just take it 1/4 times 1/2, and you get the answer 1/8. Now, if you did it by hours, you would take 1/8 of 24 hours, which would be 3. You might have had 3 hours for your answer on that one, but 1/8 or 3 hours. There are several ways of doing that. The robot poured too many ingredients in and had half a cup of the apple pie filling left. He decided to split it up and put an equal amount of the extra filling into the 3 pies he was making. How much filling went into each one? Okay. All right, the answer is 1/6 of a cup. So if you take 1/2, you decide. We'll come back on how to get that one in just a moment. We need to keep on going because we only have a couple minutes left and I want to get these answers going. The robots will be taking over 1/3 of the normal work. You have hired 4 robots. How much of the work will they each be doing? Well, 1/3.
At this time, all students located in Zone 1, halls M and B are dismissed.
1/12 of the work. Because you have 4 robots, you could think of it as 1/3 divided by 4, which is the same thing as 1/3 times 1/4. You're taking 1/3 of the work dividing by 4 robots. And quickly on this one, in 20 seconds, a robot can chop half a pound of chocolate and divide it into 3 different equally sized containers. How much chocolate goes into each container? 2 slices, which would be 1/6 of a pound. And it is going to be time for you to go home here in just a moment. Have a good day.